What's up, guys? Today's video I want to do a Proxy Walker explanation video because it's kind of complicated and a little kinky in some ways. So this video is going to tell you and explain everything about the Proxy Walker so you know exactly what's up with it, because I've run into multiple different issues with it and I didn't know what was going on. So that's what this video is for. So first things first, one of the first things is if you want to lay a Proxy Walker, you got to have the Proxy Walker, which I believe it is 20 tablets if I'm not mistaken, and it's right here under the walker tree, and it's right here. Now you don't really need to get armored legs or anything like that. I mean, I think those are kind of a waste. They are relatively cheap. The only thing that's kind of expensive about it is the 168 ceramic shards. So I never get the proxy legs. Very rarely do I ever get them. So now the next thing I want to cover about Proxy Walkers is it takes 2 hours for you to be able to activate it. So that's one thing to keep in mind. If you want to take a tile or something like that, you're going to have to make sure you have it set up beforehand, because you have a 2-hour thing before you can deploy it. So keep that in mind. Ideally, if you're going to want to take a tile or put a proxy on a tile, you can either put legs on it and then walk the proxy over there, or you can build the proxy inside the zone already, and before the timer's up for, war, or if it's an unclaimed proxy, then you can just slap it down, wait the 2 hours, and then you can deploy it. So ideally, what I usually do is, if say the attack time is in 3 hours, I'll go over there beforehand, throw the proxy down. That way, when I go over and knock out the enemy's proxy, I can run over to my proxy and deploy it, because once you deploy it, you get a 1-hour window to attack that proxy before it starts your 24-hour protection period before the 1-hour attack time comes again. So another thing to cover with this is you can have more than one proxy on a map. So as you can see right here, we have 2 proxies. So, and one of the reasons you could do that, well, there's a couple different reasons why you'd want to do this. Is A, you could use that one, over there for a, attack proxy. So you can not really attack, but you could walk it over, put legs on it, and walk it over the zone, so that way you can instant deploy it. Or say if someone's attacking my zone and they knock out this proxy, all I got to do is go over to that one and deploy it, and then they will have to destroy that proxy also. Some things to keep in mind with this is only one proxy can be like the majority, or whatever you want to call it. There can only be one proxy remaining until it goes into the protected state. If there's more than one proxy deployed, it will be in a contested state. And you can tell this by going to your map and then hover and looking and seeing if there's any proxies on the map, and you can tell very easily. It'll show show an icon. You can hover over it. It'll say in progress, contested, or protected. Now, in progress means there's only one proxy available at the current time. So in progress means that someone's deploying a proxy and you can lay one down when it's in progress and you can deploy it. So if you have one set up already, you can deploy multiple. You can deploy one proxy, and then they have to destroy your proxy to get the contested state off, if that makes sense. If you don't understand that, leave a comment below and I'll try to explain it a little bit better for you. So one thing to keep in mind, as I said, always try to build multiple proxies, and you can put those all over the map. And as I said, it's really good to do that, especially if you're a smaller clan, because then if they lay their proxy and then you deploy your other proxy, they have to destroy your other proxy on top of your original one. They destroy your original one, you run over to your other proxy, deploy it. Now they got to use 38 or so fire arrows and kill that other proxy to be able to get it into the protected state to actually for them to claim the zone. So it's kind of complicated. One of the things to keep in mind also, to put the walker down for the proxy, you need to get the proxy license, which you can buy that at the trade post. And you also need a vision powder. So it's really cheap kind of to throw the proxy blueprint down, because it's only a proxy license and a vision powder. And proxies are definitely beneficial, depending on how many people you have farming in your zone. As you see, I just cleaned this one out probably 20-30 minutes ago, and it's already starting to fill up pretty quick. So that is pretty much it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. One thing to note that I forgot to mention is, if you do put legs on your Proxy Walker, after you deploy it, the legs will fall off wherever you deploy it at that spot. And as I never do that because it's super expensive. It's like 38 earth wax, 50 wood shafts, and I think it's like 750 wood, and you got 3 leg sections on each side, so you got to do that multiple times 6. So it's really expensive. So if you have any questions, again, leave a comment below and make sure you hit that like button, guys. Appreciate it. You have a good day. See you later, guys.